We're going to go ahead and get started today. This is the Gary Sanitary District meeting. It's Friday, June 5th, 2026. Will everyone please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next is the roll call to establish quorum.
Board of Commissioners, we have William Allen,
Present.
Ola Morris,
Present.
Willie Cook,
Present.
Frida Graves, Lawrence Batiste.
Present.
We also have Executive Director Raymond Hatcher. Here. And Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
That is roll call.
With 5 commissioners present, we do have a quorum. Next, we'll move on to certification, which I'll read aloud. Pursuant to Indiana law section 5-14-1.5-6.1, I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held. There was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any member dissent? Okay, hearing none, we'll move along. Next on the agenda, we have a bid opening. This is for the roof replacement for the sludge dewatering building. It looks like we don't have any bids submitted in person, but we may have some online.
Yeah, just go to the price table.
You just scroll over to the right. Okay, I'm sorry, can you scroll up so I can say the name of the vendor? Okay, so Babilla Roofing, located 3974 Harrison Street here in Indiana. And there is a lump sum total cost of $209,347.98. And again, that was Babilla Roofing. Okay, it looks like we have another submission from EC Babilla Inc. Located 3774 Harrison Street, Gary, Indiana. Is this the same
Yeah, it's the same.
address, different submission?
That's the same one.
Okay, same one, same dollar amount, $209,374.98. Okay, next we have Bluth Brothers Roofing Company Inc., located in Hammond, Indiana. And with the submission, lump sum total was $181,811.94. I'm sorry, 98 cents. Okay, we have Green Improvements LLC, located in Elkhart, Indiana, with a total lump sum amount of $121,736.40. Okay, we have a submission from Not Together Builders Inc., located in Fort Worth, Texas. With a submission of lump sum of $175,073.60. Okay, and then lastly, we have from Corellis Inc., located in Hammond, Indiana, They have a total lump sum amount of $327,844.98. And it looks like that concludes, the submissions. The engineering department will review the, bids, or is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
operations, yeah.
Okay, operations will review the, bids and come back at a later meeting for a recommendation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that will conclude the bid opening for today for the roof replacement project, for the sludge dewatering building. Okay, moving on the agenda, next is the minutes. We have the executive session and regular meeting minutes of May 15th, 2026. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move the passage of the minutes as listed.
We have a motion for acceptance of the minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on the executive session and regular meeting minutes of May 15th, 2026? Okay, hearing, sorry, what was
Said I'm not
that?
here.
Oh, hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Allen,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves,
Yes.
and Commissioner Batiste.
Yes.
That concludes roll call.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the executive session minutes and regular meeting minutes of May 15th, 2026 have been approved. Next is new business. We have both 2.1 and 2.2 up for discussion. Mr. Foster?
Thank you. This is for payroll, GSD payroll earnings for period beginning April 20th, 2026 through May 3rd, 2026, the amount of $285,577.52. And the next one from May 4th, 2026 through May 17th, 2026. The amount of $291,128.98.
Okay, after hearing the overview and recommendation for both items 2.1 and 2.2, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of these two items of payroll earnings for the period.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second for acceptance of 2.1 and 2.2. Any discussion on payroll? Hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
and Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes and 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, items 2.1 and 2.2, in regards to payroll earnings, have been approved. Next on the agenda, we have 2.3.
Mr. Chair, this is our annual agreement with OpenGov for our asset inventory and procurement software. We have switched over from Mainsavers to OpenGov, and it's working very well for us. The yearly cost is a bit expensive, but we are using the program in new ways, just as you saw with our bid opening. So we think it works well for the district.
Okay, thank you. For item 2.3, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of item 2.3, given the fact that it's working very well for us.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second. Any discussion on 2.3? Okay, hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
and Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, the annual agreement between GSD and Vertisoft, Omnia Partners doing business as OpenGov for asset inventory maintenance and procurement software for an not to exceed amount of $565.13 has been approved. All right, next we have 2.4.
2.4, we have been working on moving the trash department from the trailer in the back into the old motor pool building that's here on the side of the building. And there were a lot of old records there. Tanya Cousins, who's in charge of records, has been going through those and getting rid of things that we no longer need to hold. So this is just the approval of the destruction of non-permanent records, 501 boxes, and our disposal is all consistent with the special districts and general retention schedules based on state of Indiana regulations.
Okay, thank you for the overview.
I'm sorry, it's 501 boxes and 4 boxes of VHS tapes.
Thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board for item 2.4?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of this particular item.
Motion's been made, is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on 2.4? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
and Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote was 5 ayes and 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, item 2.4, the destruction of non-permanent GOV records, which consists of 501 boxes, and being in compliance with state Indiana Form 44905 has been approved. Next, we have item 2.5, this is change order number 1.
Right, the next 3 are for these. I'm just gonna ask Bess Anderson to go to the front for questions.
Okay, so.
We're asking for change order 1 for 27th and Chase Force Main project.
So yeah, the 27th and Chase Forest Main project is just a change order for a time extension. There was a few delays due to some concrete work, some utility-related conflicts and issues, some night work, inclement weather delays, pipe delays, and the tie-in that was necessary at the south end of the line at the 19th area. So those were some of the time delays. They're requesting 42 calendar days, so that pushed the end date from May to June. So it'll be mid-June is the new ending date.
We have a substantial completion date of June 12th of 2026, and then ready for payment June 19th of 2026. Will be the new dates. Anything further to add?
No.
No. Okay, after hearing the overview for item 2.5, what is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of this particular item.
Motion's been made, is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on change order number 1 for 27th Chase Force Main project? Okay, hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves. Yes. Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris,
Yes.
and Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote was 5 ayes and 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, change order number 1 for the time extension on the 27th Chase Force Main project phase 3 has been approved. Next, 2.6, another change order.
Yeah, this is for a change order of about 6.52%, an increase of 6.52%. This is essentially for increase in material costs and things of that nature, labor, material costs, and fuel. The original bid was submitted September 26, 2025, and it was approved November 7th, 2025. The notice to proceed was sent to Core Group April 16, 2026. They were able to obtain their contractor's license April 27th, 2026. And between the September original bid date and then the award date of April there's been some extra laws, tariffs, et cetera, that have come into play that has increased the cost of material, and the contractor here is just requesting an increase for that, or change order for that cost.
Okay, thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board for item 2.6?
Mr. Chair, for justification mentioned here, I vote for approval of the item.
Motion's been made, is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and properly second, any discussion? Yeah, a little unfortunate, it's gonna cost a little bit more money, but, happy to hear and know that the two sinkholes that have formed are now gonna, get addressed. If there's no all right, if there are no further comments or questions, roll call please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves? Yes. Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris?
Yes.
And Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes and 0 noes.
Excuse me, with 5 ayes and 0 noes, change order number 1, for 805 Lake Street project, for an increased amount of $24,275, has been approved.
Thank you. For 2.7, Tim Austin is here.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So looking for board approval for phase 3 of the belt filter press automation uplift project in the dewatering building. This project, we are currently in phase 3. We already had phase 1 and 2 approved by the board earlier this year, and modernizing our belt filter presses, programming, HMIs, and PLC screens. So phase 3 is basically just a continuation of that project that we split up in different phases to lessen the burden of the upfront cost. So we're looking for the board to approve the modernization of filter press 1 by upgrading its controls to the same Rockwell programming as the other 2 presses done in the first 2 phases, as well as additional removal of obsolete PLCs, HMIs, and other programming that's not useful for us or serviceable anymore. And that's about it.
Thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board for item 2.7?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage of item 2.7 as explained.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and properly second. Any discussion? So, this project doesn't include just materials, does it? Is it material and labor?
Yes.
Okay. And then Wesco, they're like the sole provider for our, okay.
Yes.
For the machinery. Oh, yeah, we've just been asked their timeline for completion as well.
The timeline, if we get it approved today, the timeline for phase 3 should be about, let's say maybe a month at the most, in terms of completion of phase 3.
And then my only comment is, that maybe a sole source document, a copy, what we're approving today, just in case, State Board of Accounts, pulls this in similar projects, that we have that supporting documentation that, this company is a sole provider of, the material that is needed in order to keep our things online.
Yep, I'll send that through procurement.
Okay. That'd be my only comment. Are there any other comments or questions from the board? Okay, hearing none, roll call please.
Commissioner Batiste,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves? Yes. Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Morris? Yes. And Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote is 5 ayes with 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, for the phase 3 project for the belt filter press, automation uplift, project. The amount of $45,645.36 has been approved. Okay, it looks like that completes new business. Next on the agenda is claims. We have 3.1, Mr. Foster.
Thank you. Recommend approval of GSD claims numbers from 916 to 994. The amount of $826,872.14.
Okay, for 3.1, thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Motion's been made, for acceptance of 3.1. Is there a second? There is a second. Are there any comments or questions?
I have a question about items 936 and 937. I see what appears to be the same thing listed twice. So is this for different months or just, what's the explanation behind the two costs with the same contract number and everything appears to be the same? So is that for different month or month to month or what? That's further south, LLC.
Let me take a look at that. I don't want to say right now. It looks like it's a duplicate here, but let me take a look at it and make sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, you mentioned part of the money for this particular project. I see it twice like that.
Any other comments, questions? Okay, hearing none, roll call please for 3.1.
Commissioner Ortiz,
Yes.
Commissioner Graves. Yes. Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Morris. Yes. And Commissioner Allen.
Yes.
The vote was 5 ayes, 0 noes.
With 5 ayes and 0 noes, claims in the amount of $826,472.14 has been approved. Next on the agenda is information updates. We have the VSB plan activities, Mr. Timothy Austin, Plant Superintendent.
All right, so, for the first item as an update, the 84-inch bypass gate rehabilitation project was completed. I want to say a few weeks ago. I reported that a few board meetings ago that the bypass had failed due to old age. So the two companies, Ferguson and Thienemann, were able to restore the old gate, and we were able to get a new stem actuator to make it fully operational. So that gate has been completed, and it's on standby for whenever we need to use it in the event of emergency. In terms of fire protection system updates, so I have good news. We finally got the PO sent off for reliable fire equipment to service our sprinklers and new admin. And Cintas is going to be doing our fire extinguisher annual service checks and upgrades, as well as going back to us using the in-house team to do monthly fire extinguisher checks through the maintenance department. And we also have Cintas on board over the next week or so to do our fire alarm monitoring. So that was the main thing that we were looking for to get off fire watch. So over the next week or two, once we schedule Cintas, we should be able to get our fire watch completed. In terms of regulatory compliance and reporting, the net DMR was completed. That was the April net DMR that was due May 28th was completed on time. That's our discharge monthly monitoring report. And as well as the semi-annual report for the mayors due July 15th. So I'm starting to work on that and getting the necessary information off of that. And in terms of O&M, operations and maintenance, we used to have MainSaver before OpenGov, and there was a process that we used to follow in the maintenance department in terms of monthly PMs. Since we transferred to a new asset management and procurement software, OpenGov, I'm working with the OpenGov support team to learn how we can fully utilize the automation of monthly PMs so we can have a more of a proactive approach to PM work that needs to be done around the plant. So I have a few calls scheduled with the managers next week and in June to help me understand how to fully function out, how the automation features function for PM work. So with that being done, that should help us keep on track and a record of all of our PMs for the plant. So we're moving more towards preventative versus reactive. And of course, corrective happens all the time. So yeah, OpenGov costs a lot, but there's a lot of things in there that we can actually use and utilize. But the first few months, implementation has just been a lot of just trying to get things going. So now we're kind of at a good spot where we can kind of finally learn how to actually utilize the system more effectively. So I'm working on a team to do that. And that's pretty much it. We do have our plant cleanup on the 12th next Friday, Employee Appreciation Day. So operations and maintenance, they've already been doing things around the plant leading up to that. So it'll be less work on the 12th, but that is happening next Friday. And that's all the updates I have.
Do we have any comments or questions? Activities?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have GSD construction activities. Jabez Anderson, Assistant Manager Engineer.
Greetings, I say hey to y'all first time. So we're gearing up to move towards the end of our capital improvement projects. Just as you heard, 27th and Chase will be finishing up June 19th. Right now, they're finishing the pavement between 19th and 23rd. That'll be curb-to-curb pavement repair, and then they'll be doing the site cleanup and finishing up. We'll be doing the pre-final walkthrough coming soon. For the US 20 Complete Street project, they're pouring the concrete on the southeast side of Clay Street. So right now they're doing concrete work. Once the NIPSCO gas line is relocated, which we're in contact with the representative from there now, we'll be continuing the storm installation. And then there's also the pond extension that will be happening. And then we'll talk about that a little more on the stormwater side. Two projects that we have going on currently. The sewer repair projects, is 960 Matthews and then 4309 Buchanan Street. And those are pretty much the updates.
Any questions or comments on construction activities? Thank you so much. Next on the agenda, we have a discussion on any items or topics that any of the commissioners want to bring up at this time. Are there any requests to speak?
Yes, sir. There was one person that has requested to speak, and that's Cornelius Joseph.
Once you get to the podium, just make sure that the green light is on. Okay.
Good afternoon, Commissioner,
Good afternoon.
Director Hatcher. Our concern is, 2 months ago, we sat down and negotiated our contract. We came up, we sat down and went fairly fair. It was very good and everything. The issue we're having is we don't want this to prolong. We want to get this done, over with, so we can move on. But now it's been 2 months and we've been waiting for an outline that you all need to receive, and as well as us to present to the union. So we want this to be ratified as fast as possible, so we can get out y'all way and we can know what we're doing, what we're looking forward to. Because we consider ourselves a family, as you can see. And she's been awesome. I cannot say more for her. She's been awesome. I questioned it at first, but when I got to sit down and talk to her and negotiate with her and saw her personality and the person she is, no, I'm being real. This is what you're gonna get from me. She's been nothing but wonderful. But other situations make her look ugly, and we're not gonna let her get there this time. We want this rectified as soon as possible, and that's all I'm asking, if we can get it done. And by the way, I'm Cornelius Joseph, and I represent Local 3491, and I am the president. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure that if you just want to tag along, or just stick by after the conclusion of this meeting. Unfortunately, our attorney isn't present today, but yeah, I'm sure we can, discuss this quickly after this meeting.
Okay.
Are there any other requests to speak?
No, sir, there was no one else who wished to speak except me.
All right, is there a motion for adjournment? Is there a second? Signify by those, by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right, the ayes have it, meeting is adjourned. Go ahead and get started with the Gary Stormwater Management District meeting. Again, today is Friday, June 5th, 2026. Can we please have a roll call to establish quorum?
For the board of directors, we have William Allen,
Present.
Ola Morris. Present. Rita Graves. Present. Lawrence Batiste.
Present.
Executive Director Reagan Hatcher.
Present.
And Finance Manager Jerome Foster.
Present.
That ends roll call.
With 4 directors present and 1 absent, we do have a quorum. Next brings us to certification, which I'll read aloud. Pursuant to Indiana law, section 5-14-1.5-6.1, I certify that prior to the start of today's meeting, there was an executive session held. There was nothing discussed in the executive session that was not indicated on the posted notice. That being in compliance with Indiana statutes, there were no final votes held during the executive session. Does any director dissent? Okay, hearing none, we'll move along. Next on the agenda brings us to minutes. We have the executive session and regular meeting minutes of May 15th, 2026. What is the pleasure of the board?
So, Mr. Chair, I move for passage.
Okay, motion's been made. Is there a second? Motion's been made and properly seconded for acceptance of executive session and regular meeting minutes of May 15th. Any discussion on the minutes? All right, hearing none, roll call please.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Graves. Yes. And Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, the executive and regular meeting minutes of May 15th have been approved. Next brings us to new business. We have both 2.1 and 2.2. Payroll earnings, Mr. Foster?
Thank you. This is for GSWAB Paralegal for period ending April 20th, 2026 through May 3rd, 2026. The amount of $59,781.35. And the next one is for May 4th, 2026 through May 17th, 2026. The amount of $66,669.96.
Okay, thank you for the overview for items 2.1 and 2.2. Do we have a motion for acceptance of payroll for items 2.1 and 2.2?
Mr. Chair, I motion for acceptance of item 2.1 and 2.2.
Motion's been made, is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussions on payroll for 2.1, 2.2? Hearing none, roll call please.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Graves,
Yes.
and Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, payroll earnings in the amount of $59,781.85 from April 20th to May 3rd, and then amount of $66,669.96 from May 4th to May 17th has been approved. Next on the agenda, we have item 2.3, pond extension. This is for the US 20 Complete Street Enhancement Project, not to exceed amount of $475,000 to expand the existing pond that was a part of the original project.
Yeah, so this is for work that was slated by NDOT. As we were doing the US 20 Complete Street project, it was found by NDOT that the size of the pond was not sufficient for the flow that was coming in. Because they'd approved the pond size, the total project, before we needed an extension on our permit, we requested that NDOT aided us in some funding. They were kind and helped, how do I want to say this? Basically, they agreed to collaborate with us in funding the project. So we'll be paying for the project and then they'll be reimbursing us for that. So you see the change order here for Gary Material Supply for that $475,000.
Okay, thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board for item 2.3? Motion's been made. Is there a second?
I second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion? Quick question. So, NDOT has agreed to pay the full $475,000. We just pay and then get reimbursed after each invoice?
Correct.
Okay.
They've already sent the PO for them.
Okay. So the funds are
Yep, so they
allocated and
are
sent in the
allocated.
PO with NDOT.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They're just waiting on our proof of payment in order to reimburse the district.
Exactly.
100%.
Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, roll call please for item 2.3.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Graves,
Yes.
and Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, the pond extension for US 20 Complete Street Enhanced Project for a not to exceed amount of $475,000 has been approved. Next, we have 2.4.
2.4 is just a ratification for Rough Hands. They did the initial cut at South Gleason and completed that about a month ago now. And we're asking for ratification of their payment of $11,000.
Okay, we have the ratification of award of bid for Rough Hands not to exceed $11,000. What is the pleasure of the board for 2.4?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded for 2.4. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Graves,
Yes.
and Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.4 has been approved. Next, we have 2.5, another ratification of award.
Another ratification is for Knock Together Builders. This is to take down 56 trees at Gleason Park. They completed this about 3 weeks ago now, and so this is just a ratification of award.
Okay, thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board for 2.5?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve 2.5.
Motion to approve has been made. Is there a second?
Sir.
Motion to approve, has been made in there and has been properly second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Gray,
Yes.
and Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
Well, 4 ayes and 0 noes, item 2.5 has been approved. Next, we have 2.6.
2.6 is an award of bid to M&M Maintenance LLC for the weekly and bi-weekly for Gleason again. We have the amount is a not to exceed 77,000, but we're already a month in, so we've already probably lost about 4 of those cuts. And we'll be transitioning over to bi-weekly within the next few weeks, so we're asking that you approve this. However, we do not anticipate the full 77,000. They will only get paid for the work that they complete.
Okay. Thank you for the overview. What is the pleasure of the board for item 2.6?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve 2.6.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second. Any discussion on 2.6? I'm hearing none. Roll call, please.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Gray,
Yes.
and Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
4 ayes and 0 noes, 2.6 has been approved. Next we have claims. Item 3.1, Ms. Foster.
Yes, this is for GSWD claim numbers 94 through 105, in the amount of $30,142.76.
Okay, we've heard the overview and recommendation for claims. What is the pleasure of the board for claims?
Move to approve.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Sir.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on claims? See any duplicates? If there are no further comments or questions on claims, roll call, please.
Director Allen,
Yes.
Director Morris,
Yes.
Director Gray,
Yes.
and Director Batiste.
Yes.
The vote was 4 ayes with 0 noes.
With 4 ayes and 0 noes, claims in the amount of $30,142.76 have been approved. Next, we have information updates, MS4 updates. Ms. Leslie Thomas, Urban Conservation of Outreach and Outreach Coordinator.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just wanted to share with you guys our stormwater program updates. Last week, we successfully sold rain barrels at our household hazardous waste event. Well, it was not ours, but at the household hazardous waste event. We also had a really nice time here. I actually did like a pretty little interview just talking about stormwater and the importance of our city as well. So we'll put that on social media, that will come up. And additionally, we are actually accepting, well, not accepting, but we have an increase of our stormwater permits that's coming in, well, applications, I'm sorry. So we've actually picked that up for the summer. And then as far as the staff, we've been pretty busy. I've been helping with just doing some inspections, more of just the standing in the back looking, but just having that support with Millie on those days that she's taking pictures and just kind of having her little eyes out. But it's been fun just getting out and just going on the construction sites and things and taking pictures. And that's pretty much so far our updates. We are going to be having some more events in the summer, so I wanted to kind of partner up with just going out into the community and doing some educational and engagement events as well. So that's down the hotline. And then, of course, we'll be at the back to school event and the 4th of July, event. And those are just some of the things that we get a chance to capture, the residents and talk about protecting our stormwater drains. So that's pretty much, our normal updates that we have right now. Did you guys have any questions?
Are you completely sold out of rain barrels?
I actually have, I believe we have 6 left. So the 25 that we sold, we only have 6 left. Now, we do have some people that need to come pick them up, so they'll be doing that, I guess, within the next week. Some of them didn't come to the house or hazardous waste to pick them up. So we actually had 7 that no one came and picked up that they had already paid for. The rest was just people we had did that, like the flyers and just word of mouth, and they came, and so we have 6 left. So actually, I'm going to try to see if I can go to the market and sell the last 6, and just to get those out. But yeah, so that's something that I'm trying to prepare for as well.
I'm just curious. Didn't know if there were more plans to maybe continue doing that on an annual basis, or?
We have been doing it annually. I believe we do 2 a year, but there's still some new things that I want to discuss with Reagan, because of course, these are things that I have to get pre-approved to be able to purchase for the residents. I'm hoping that we can continue doing this, because they're really good.
Absolutely. Any other comments, questions? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Next on the agenda is discussion. Are there any items or topics that need to be discussed? Directors at this time? Okay. Are there any requests to speak?
No, sir, there was no one requesting to speak this afternoon.
Okay, can I have a motion for adjournment?
A motion for adjournment.
Is there a second?
Second.
Signify by all those by saying aye. Do we have any names? All right, the ayes have it. Meeting adjourned.